Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Gina and it's Gina's signatures. So today I'll be making this Pinafore Palazzo trouser. So if this is what you're interested in, please kindly watch till the end. And please, as you're watching, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like. So this is very easy. So for our beginners, if you're interested in this, please kind of watch till the end. And you can rock this anyway. It's very, very beautiful. So I made this with an Akara fabric, an Akara fabric, that's what we'll call it. But if you want to make yours, I would advise you can make use of a jean material or any other material of your choice. But the truth be told, it came out very beautiful. So you can rock this by wearing a body hug inside and then you're good to go. So without wasting further ado, this is the back view and it's all looking lovely. So without wasting further ado, let's get right into it. So for the trouser part, I really didn't show much of the trouser part here. So I have several tutorials on my channel on how to cut a palazzo trouser. It's very easy. Once you can get your crotch depth and then your waist to hip and then you get out your crotch, you're just going to be marking everything as in depending on how bogus you want your palazzo to be. So that's just it. So what I'm doing now is just getting the length of the trouser. I didn't really show much here, but I showed full detail on how to cut the pinafore on and how to attach it, please. So kindly do well to watch it till the end if you want to see the main. So I just got the length of the trouser and then I got the sewing allowance. I added 2 inches as my sewing allowance for the folding of the hem. And then when marking this, please kindly consider your band because I'll be placing a band on this. I don't like cutting out first and then removing the band later. I believe that I'm wasting the fabric in that way. So I would rather cut by minusing my inches for my band, placing that on the table and then mark my desired measurements. So now I just placed 2 inches and then I marked it out. So now I'm through with that. I'll be coming back to show you how I joined it later. So now going over to the pinafore, in order to determine your pinafore, how do you go about this? You're going to be getting your waist measurement. And that your waist measurement, you divide it by 2. After dividing by 2, and then you divide again. So whatever you have is what you're going to be using. So for mine, I got 16.5. And then so that 16.5 is what is going to be on fold. That was basically what I was just trying to explain there. But for some people, they make use of their nipple to nipple measurement and it also works out fine. So whatever works with you, just go ahead and do it. You can still make use of your nipple to nipple measurement that is on fold, just to measure it. If your nipple to nipple measurement is 8, when you want to fold, just fold 16 inches. And then by the time you open it up, that will be 16 inches. It's still okay. So that is what I just folded like so, or you can just remove some inches from it if you want it not to be too covering your chest area. But if you want it to cover your chest area at least, just make use of your nipple to nipple measurement. That is, just double it. Like I said, if your nipple to nipple is 8, make it 16. So what you're going to be having on fold will be 8 inches because by the time you open it up, it's going to be 16 inches, right? And then if your nipple to nipple is 7 inches, you multiply that will give you 14. So whatever you are going to be having on fold will be 14 inches. Then to that, you can just add half an inch for sewing allowance on the sides, and that will be all. And then for the half length, depending on how deep you would want the neckline to be, like where you want the pinafore to start, like mine, I'll be placing my tape like 5 inches above the table. Like I'll be minusing 5.5 inches and then I'll get the length of the pinafore. The length of the pinafore is 19 inches. So to that, I'll just add half an inch because I'll be joining it. I'll add 1 inch, I beg your pardon. I'll use half an inch to join it to my band and then half an inch to turn that upper part. I believe you understand me. So this is what I'll be cutting out now. So I'm just going to be cutting this out. Please ignore my dog. I don't know why he's barking again this night. So I'm just cutting that out, and that is what we'll be making use of for our pinafore. So you can see that it's very easy. So I'm going to be cutting out another one because I'll be using the same fabric to line this particular one. But before I do that, let me just give it a notch in the middle so that I will know what I'm doing. Just give it a notch so that you know the middle part, because you'll be needing that subsequently. Yeah, so let me just cut out, and then I'll be right back to show you the next step. So I've brought back my trousers. I've gone ahead to do my darts because I added darts to that. I've joined the crotch. This is for the front piece. I've joined my band. The way I cut out my band is different from the normal band. Instead of the normal the band being just one, you have to cut it into two, because you know you are going to be placing your pinafore in between. It starts to be sandwiched in between that, so you can see what I mean. So I've gone ahead to fold my sewing allowances half inch. So when cutting the band, cut 3 inches, unfold, because you've cut it into two, so there will be 1.5 on this side, 1.5 on that side. Yeah, so half inch will be used to join to the trouser, half an inch will be used to join to this upper part. I believe I'm not talking gibberish. So let me quickly show you how I'm going to be doing that. So this is the trouser part here, the palazzo. So I'll just be lifting one side of the band, separating it like this. So the band is separate, and then you remember where I notched my pinafore, because I've gone ahead to turn the pinafore here. Just place it, and when you're placing that notch that I notched on the pinafore, make sure that it's the line rhymes with the crotch line. Like when placing it, just place it, that notch that you notched on it, it's like that will serve as the midpoint of the pinafore. And then I'll place it back and then go ahead and run a stitch on it like so. Just run a very close stitch on the line, and then we're good to go. So I'm going to be keeping this aside and then explain how the back is going to be. So for the back, this is the back of the palazzo trouser. I've gone ahead to take my darts as well, and then do the close up the crotch area, and I've already fixed the band here as well. So this is not going to be having a pocket, because you notice I didn't even cut any pocket because my client's fabric is not going to be enough for a pocket. So I've cut out some strands. So these strands are just 2 inches in width, but the length is long, so I just left it like that. When my client comes for fitting, we're going to be adjusting all that. So now I'll just pin this on one side of the dart for the back. So the dart is going to be serving as a guideline for me. So that was why I put in those darts. So I'll put one on one side of the dart for the back, and then one side on this other side for the back as well. So just place or sandwich it, like I always say, in between the bands, and then use your pin to hold it down. So one on each side. So just pin it down like that, and then you're going to be going to your sewing machine, then you're going to be running a stitch across it like so. So let me quickly do that, and then I'll be right back. So having done the first, this is the front part that I explained earlier, and this was how it came out to be. So you can see I've run my stitch on it, and then our pinafore is already coming out beautiful. So this is for the front part. So let me quickly bring the back. So this is the back piece as well. You can see I've gone ahead to attach this one as well. I've run my stitch across it like so. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is just to close up. So I will be adding a zip to the side of the trouser. So when you're running your stitch, when you're closing up your waist and then your hip, just ensure that you leave about 10 inches on the side to fix your zipper. So let me just place it like this, right sides facing each other, and then I'm going to the sewing machine, and then I'll run it out and close it up and then fix my zipper. If you like, you can make use of an invisible zipper. That would be much more preferable. And then you run your crotch, you close up your crotch lines, and then you fold the hem, and that will be it. So let me quickly do all that, and then I'll be right back. So after doing that, this is what I have. You can see that our pinafore is already ready and is looking sexy. It's looking very beautiful. So this is what we have. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing is just open it up around that place and then place my buttons. I'll be making use of these big buttons so that it will look lovely and nice. So just go ahead, do your buttonholes, and then tack in your buttons, and then we're good to go. So you can see that this tutorial was very, 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 very easy. So for our beginners, please kindly do this and then rock it. Show it. It's very beautiful. It's unique. You can rock it anywhere. And I like the way that it came out because it's a wide-legged palazzo trouser. It's very free and it's very comfortable. So if you enjoyed watching this tutorial once again, kindly hit on the subscribe button, kindly like, kindly share, and kindly give this video popularity. Share it. Thank you all, and God bless you all. So like I always say, this is Genius Signatures, and I was signing out. Thank you all, and God bless you. Bye. Catch you all on my next tutorial. Thank you all, and thank you all. Bye.